get into some cold hard truth about how to deal with men. No, I'm not saying it to bash anyone. I'm saying it because I actually care about you. And I don't want you walking into a relationship blind and ending up in therapy after wondering what went wrong. So watch this till the end. Rule number 1, stop having that ride or die mindset. You know the one. I'm gonna stay with him under any circumstances. I'm gonna stay with him while he's broke and is struggling, because when he makes it, he's gonna remember who was there. By the time he makes it, he's not even the same man. You fell in love with version 1.0, but success turns him into a version 3.5. Upgraded, ego inflated, and looking around. Now, I want you to ask yourself, will that new man still choose you? Odds are low. Why? Because a man's true personality doesn't show when he's broke. His real self shows when he has options, when he has the money, the power, the status. The broke guy who stayed loyal to you wasn't his final form. And you think he's gonna reward your loyalty? Most men don't. Most reveal they never actually loved you the moment they no longer need you. And let me break down a sentence that'll unlock everything. You have the right to have your needs met, not just tried for. Read that again. Just because someone is trying to meet your needs doesn't mean they actually are capable of it. You're allowed to say, hey, I appreciate the effort, but I need more. I need what works, not just what tries. A man's potential is not a promise. Dating a man for his potential is like walking into a bank and handing them a check with zero balance and saying, I swear there'll be money in this account in 10 years. Can you cash it now? They're either gonna laugh at you or call security. Now, let's talk real life. Rent, diapers, groceries, school tuition. These don't get paid with potential. They get paid with money, with results, with actual security. Until you see real consistent effort that leads to visible results, there is no commitment, there is no marriage, and there is no future. And for those of you who are already married to a man who's still trying, let's say he finally makes it. Guess what happens next? He gets himself a side chick and reenacts the Wolf of Wall Street while you're stuck holding the baby. This is why we talk about prenups. This is why we talk about real contracts, because if a man wants to kick you out after years of sacrifice, there better be a price tag attached. You built that life with him and you deserve a cut. And here's the ironic part. Men love to complain. My wife spends too much. She always wants new clothes. She wants gold jewelry, blah, blah, blah. But, newsflash, that expensive woman is usually the exact reason he even gets out of bed in the morning. Her standards are his motivation. She is why he works overtime, closes deals, grinds harder because he wants to impress her. He wants society to see her and say, damn, that man must have it together. When you as a woman walk around in a faded dress from 4 years ago with unbrushed hair in a house that smells stale and looks neglected, people don't judge you, they judge him. They say this man clearly doesn't care about his family. Men with real masculine energy care about how their family looks. They care about the woman they're with. They want to see their wife glowing and they're proud to spend money making that happen. So if you're with a man who complains about spending a dime on you, he doesn't like you and he doesn't respect you, because the same guy who says I'm broke when it comes to you somehow finds the cash to buy the newest gadget, treat his friends to drinks, and upgrade his car stereo. But when it comes to you, it's like, oh babe, let's just grab a cheap ice cream and sit in the car. Nah, it's not about the money. It's about value. It's about how much he values you. And you know what masculine men do? They invest in their woman because they know if she looks good, feels good, stays in her feminine energy, cooks with love, takes care of the kids, and greets him with peace instead of stress, That's his heaven. That's the life he brags about. That's not an expense. That's a return of investment. So if you're out here splitting the bills with a man who acts like your joy is optional, ask yourself, what am I really getting out of this? If a woman loses respect for a man, it's over. Maybe. Maybe she still feels some motherly affection for him, but even that's wrong because he's not a child. And that kind of love never comes with real respect. So many women marry guys who had nothing while their own families were wealthy, and in the end, they say, I don't see him the way I used to. Some men walk around like they're kings in public, but behind closed doors, their lives are a mess. And when you enter a relationship with one of them and start holding up a mirror to their dysfunction, it triggers them. They're immature, often narcissistic, and they'll immediately flip it on you, gaslight you, attack you, make you the villain. Like, how dare you criticize me? You're just projecting your own flaws. Whereas a grown man, he hears the critic, sits with it, work on it. Simple. So how do you spot an emotionally unavailable and immature man? Try gently pointing out a pattern like, hey, I've noticed this happening. What do you think? And if he gets defensive, lashes out, or shuts down, he's not a man. He's a boy in disguise. Now let's be real, a high-value man who's built a reputation and a business, he won't risk it all by mistreating a woman. He knows too well that one scandal, one story, and it all comes crashing down. His staff won't respect him, his network won't trust him. So he protects his name by treating his woman right. On the flip side, a so-called businessman acting shady in private, that's not just immature, that's a scammer energy. He'll screw over his wife and his employees alike. So what do you do when you catch your man checking out another woman? First off, why are you with someone who's so bored that he has time to look around? A real man is so obsessed with building his empire and cherishing your time together, he won't even notice anyone else. But okay, let's say he does a glance. Then what? Nothing, he looked. He didn't eat her. But if it's leering, that creepy, hungry energy, that's not curiosity, that's pathology, and he's not it. But if it's just a glance, who cares? You're stunning too, remember? If the man I'm with looks at another woman, you better believe other men are looking at me. His gaze may wander, but so does everyone else's. And I'm not some desperate invisible woman. Sitting in silence while he scans the room? What do? You pull your energy back, you shift the vibe. That little flirtatious warmth in the air, you remove it. Suddenly you're colder, quieter, and trust me, men feel it instantly. They don't chase women just for looks, they chase the energy. And when yours disappears, they'll scramble to get it back. Click on the video on the screen. I'm not done with you yet.